from a societal perspective, we need to raise the level of awareness about how important clinical trials are for cancer patients and also for other patients.
Without clinical trial research, we're not going to be able to find a cure for cancer.
Particularly if it's a treatment trial, it may expose that patient to new and innovative therapies that may very well be better than the existing therapies that are already approved.
Oftentimes, those treatments aren't available outside of clinical trials.
That is why I feel that it's important for researchers like myself to make sure that the community understands that we need these trials.
How else are we ever going to get these drugs into the mainstream treatments? And these may be the drugs that so many of us are waiting for.
I think it should be part of that initial patient discussion. As cancer patients who became aware of clinical trials, how they became aware of clinical trials is through their doctor.
We know the doctor is going to be the best person to help them decide what their treatment option is.
Now it ends up, though, that only about 10 to 15% of cancer patients say that they were aware. And about 75% say that if they were aware, they would consider it.
If I feel that a trial provides beneficial things for a patient, then it is my responsibility as a physician to refer that patient.
In adults, about 5% of patients participate in cancer clinical trials. And that's obviously a very small percentage. And you see how critical it is to increase the level of participation. And it's not just to increase the number, it's to get the answer quickest.
The Clinical Trials Matching Service helps patients find clinical trials that they might be eligible for. And we do this by asking them information about their cancer diagnosis and their past treatment history.
The American Cancer Society professionals help you actually find a trial.
If you can go to one website or one place and find out all of the research trials that are available, I think that's a wonderful service.
Searching for trials for a patient, it's very hard for a patient to do, but it's also time-consuming for a doctor's office to do it as well.
But by referring their patients to the Clinical Trials Matching Service, it's taking the burden off of them. Instead of you having to go through all of that information, we can do that for you.
It is important as a part of the informed consent process is to inform them about potential clinical trials.
In the treatment arena, it's the clinical trials that are done, which really is the engine for medical progress.
I'm a lot better than I was when I started, and that has been through clinical trial treatment.
For me, it has enhanced my practice over the years by my willingness to discuss trials and my willingness to enroll patients in those trials. Most patients feel that if this doctor is doing research or involved in recommending patients for clinical trials, I'm going to stick with him because he obviously is on the cutting edge. It has afforded me the ability to stay current in my field, but more importantly, it has expanded my patient base.
For more information about cancer clinical trials and the American Cancer Society's Clinical Trials Matching Service, call us at 1-800-227-2345 or visit us at cancer.org/clinicaltrials.